actually, he's only going to speak a couple of times this year because he's in the thick of writing a book, so we feel very honoured and privileged. It's a pleasure for me because Rupert's been on my radar for many years. I first came across Rupert when I discovered the trialogues he did with Terence McKenna and Ralph Abraham, and I became hooked there, and I've been an avid follower of his YouTube lectures and his books ever since. For me, he is, and I'm not being hyperbolic here, it comes from the bottom of my shallow heart, for me, he is one of the most interesting and original and provocative and stimulating thinkers on the planet. And if you don't take my word for it, that's fine, because better people than me have said it. In fact, one of the people said in one of the top 100 global thought leaders, that came from a leading Swiss think tank. Apparently leading Swiss think tanks know what they're talking about in 2013. And in 2015, Rupert was awarded the inaugural, and I could mangle the Italian here, Lucia Torri Cianci Prize for Innovative Thinking. He really is a stellar guy. He's got some fantastic, insightful things to say about all sorts of subjects. So I'm not going to waste your time whittering on about him any longer, because you probably check him out on the web. You know about Rupert already. That's why you're here. So Rupert's going to talk for about an hour. After an hour, we'll have 15 minutes when you can use the loos and buy drinks. After the 15-minute interval, there'll be an open Q&A session, which is always good value for money, because I've witnessed these Q&As with Rupert before, and they're really good. They go wherever you want to take it. And during the interval, Rupert will be signing copies of his books. There are some books for sale out in the foyer. And tonight, special deal for Manchester only. All the books, even though some of them have a cover price of much more than this, all the books will be available for a tenner each. Can't really argue with that, can you? So, without any further ado, do a warm welcome to Rupert Sheldrake.
Well, thank you, Phil. It's a pleasure to be here. And Greater Manchester is really the epicenter of a lot of my research. My main research assistant, Pam Smart, who's here in the front row, has worked with me for more than 20 years. She lives in Ramsbottom. And so a lot of my research has happened in this part of the world. There's a crisis in science at the moment. And it's a crisis of several dimensions. One is that the sciences have got locked into a kind of dogmatic orthodoxy, which is stifling innovative thinking.